Hey guys, and welcome back to another transfer rumour update. We are recording this on Monday the 7th of August, and obviously this is going to be up on Tuesday the 8th of August. So if some of the transfers do go through overnight, I do apologise about that, but I will try and keep you up to date as much as I can. I might try and do these twice a week just for the next few weeks, obviously coming to the end of the transfer window, so maybe I'll do that twice a week depending on when I upload, because if I'm going to upload on a Tuesday, which I am at the moment, I'll probably just do like once a week. But if I do it on a Monday, what I might do is one on a Monday and one on a Friday, so kind of like an update to start the week towards the end of the week as well then. So we might go and do that. So like I said, if some transfer do get done overnight when this is coming out, then I do apologise for that. I am trying to leave some people out which I think might be done overnight. I was going to do Fossa Mensah from Man United to Crystal Palace, but I think that might be done overnight, if not maybe early in the morning, so I don't want to do that one. And I was going to do a player called Monting. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, to be honest, but he is a player from, I think it was Shakhtar or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. He was released and I was going to do that and going to Stoke, but he has literally just signed as I was about to start the video, so no point doing that. So anyway, like I said, welcome to the transfer rumour update. So let's get into today's rumours. And we're going to start with Thomas Vermaelen once again. Now, if you did watch last week's video, you would have seen that he was linked to West Brom and Crystal Palace. Well, today he has been linked with a move to Everton. So be interesting to see if that does happen, seeing as they've got quite a few players there already. Obviously they got Jagielka, Ashley Williams. Obviously the new signing Michael Keane is a pretty good one as well. And I don't know whether they'll actually go through with this or this one is literally just paper talk. But there seems to be quite a lot of people after Vermaelen. So like I said, West Brom and Crystal Palace last week, and now this week we're starting off with Everton. So maybe it does look like he might be on the move away from Barcelona. So that'd be one to keep an eye on to see if he does actually come over to the Premiership again. So next person we're going to go with is going to be Juan Cancelo. I think that's how you pronounce it. He is a Portuguese defender for Valencia. Now last season there was talk that he may be going to Chelsea, but at the moment what I've seen today is talk that Spurs are after him. He's a very good player, very quick. He's pretty young as well. I think he's only about 22, I think. But he's in the first team for Valencia, so I don't really know why he would want to move, because apparently Spurs just want a backup. They want to get Trippier into the first team, obviously replacing Kyle Walker. So be interesting to see if that one does come off, because like I said, they want a backup, not a first team player. So maybe he won't actually come over, and I don't think it'll actually be cheap. I think it'll probably be in the region of the 20 million mark if they do want to get him. I personally don't think this one will happen, but obviously like I said, there are rumours in the papers that he might be doing it, so thought I'd actually bring that up, seeing as you might not actually see this one. So next one I'm going to go with is going to be Serge Aurier. You've probably all heard about this. This is going to be on and off for the last probably 2, maybe 3 weeks. Obviously Man United want him, obviously from PSG. I'm not sure if this is actually going to happen, to be honest. He's had a court case, so I don't know what the court case have done. But obviously with his court case, I think he assaulted a police officer or something like that, and he was denied a work permit to come over in the Champions League game. I don't know whether that was against Man City or something like that last season. So I don't know if he will actually get a work permit to come over and actually play over here. So whether it has been accepted or not, I don't know what's going to happen with the trial. So I don't know whether this one will really happen, if I'm being honest. But it's one to keep an eye on anyway, just in case it does happen. If they do get him, it'd be a great signing for him. Whether Valencia be playing first team or Aurier will actually come in and play first team, be interesting to see that way. Because Aurier is a very good player. Aurier is only 24, maybe 25, coming up towards the end of the year. Yeah, that is it. He is 24 years old, from Ivory Coast, been with PSG I think for about 4 or 5 years, maybe a little bit longer. And he's a very good player. He's strong, he's quick, he's pretty good overall defending wise as well. I know it's a little bit dicey coming from the French league, because like everyone always says, not exactly the best of leagues over there in the French league. So be interested to see how he does adapt if he does come over here. But that is one that I thought I'd bring to you. just in case somehow you've been living under a rock and you haven't heard this transfer story. So the next one we're going to go with is going to be Gabriel. Obviously he plays for Arsenal. Now this is a little bit different. This is going to be one player maybe leaving the Premiership, going out. So Gabriel, obviously, like I said, he's with Arsenal. Now there are reports that he is going to Valencia. So whether that means like Cancelo maybe going to Tottenham and going to bring Gabriel to come in, even though Gabriel is a centre back, not a right back. He did play a couple of games for right back for Arsenal last season when they got a bit of injury trouble. So it'll be interesting to see if they do actually like bring him in just for that, to kind of play in the right back position or not. And like I said, this one I don't really see where this is coming from. I don't really think this one's going to happen, if I'm being completely honest. But it is reported that they're actually interested in him. Now, obviously he did play in Spain. I'm not sure if it was actually Valencia or not, but he did play in Spain before Arsenal signed him up. It might actually be Villarreal, actually thinking about it. But he actually, like I said, he did actually play in Spain before coming over here. So maybe he will actually want to go back and play for a team back in Spain again, seeing as he hasn't got a lot of games over the last couple of years. So that one might be one to keep an eye out, but like I said, I don't think this one will happen. So next one we're going to go with is going to be Bruno Martins Indy. Obviously he played for Stoke on loan last season from Porto. Now there were reports that he was going to be going to Crystal Palace about a week or two ago, but like I said, Crystal Palace have changed their mind, I think, or they're looking at other players, like we're looking at Foster Mensah now, so I think actually will be done overnight. Yeah, so they pulled out the deal, so it looks like Stoke come back in for him, and it kind of worked out because Stoke were after him like 2 weeks ago, and apparently, like I said, he turned them down. Well, not turned them down, but apparently Crystal Palace come on with the better offer, and he was going to go to Crystal Palace, but they pulled the plug on that. Yeah, they were going to sign him for about £10 million, but apparently they're getting him for about £7.5 million now. So in a weird way, it's kind of done them a favour that the actual transfer like messed up a little bit. Obviously they're getting him for a lot less now, so it kind of works out for Stoke in that way. So anyway, this will be a very good signing for him. Seeing as he played pretty well for him last season, he wasn't amazing or anything like that, he was just solid in the back, and he is only 24, so he's still got time to improve. So I think this will be a great signing for him. 24 years old, he knows what the club's like, he knows the Premiership now, so he'll be a very good player, especially in this transfer market where the prices going nuts. It'll actually be a very good player to get. So looks like that is going to be done within the next, I think, 3 or 4 days, maybe by the weekend, hopefully. So the next one we're going to go with is going to be Aaron Lennon. Now there are reports that Watford are after him, they want to get him on loan, but apparently Everton want to get rid of him on a permanent transfer because they're not going to see him getting games or stuff like that. Now everyone's probably heard like the situation that Lennon gone through over the summer. He had a bit of mental issues, he went into rehab and stuff like that. He's actually come back, and he's actually played a couple of games on pre-season for Everton, so it looks like he could be back, trying to get back into what he was, actually get into a better state of mind, stuff like that. So maybe it would be a good thing for him to move to someone like Watford and start getting some games, and start getting everything back into place where it used to be, and get in a happy place and stuff like that. So I personally hope this one does actually come through, and he does actually go and make a move and actually get in a better state of mind, and obviously like a fresh start somewhere else for him. So like I said, Watford do want him on loan, but Everton want to get rid of him on a permanent, so I don't know how much this would cost. Maybe about 6 million or so, something like that. That's what I would pay personally for him at the most, but obviously it depends how much Everton want for him and stuff like that. But I'd say probably about a 6 million mark he would actually go. So the next one we're going to go with is going to be Nacer Chadli. Obviously plays for West Brom. Now apparently Swansea want to buy him, but this is going to be a knock-on effect for Sigurdsson going to Everton. So they want to spend some of that money, go and get Chadli from West Brom and make him their main player again. So like I said, it's going to be a knock-on effect. Apparently they're not going to do anything until the Sigurdsson situation is all wrapped up. So soon as Everton signed Sigurdsson, which apparently, according to Ronald Koeman, it's going to be done within the next few days, apparently. I've not heard that he's actually been accepted, anything like that, but apparently this, like you said, he's going to be done within the next few days. So as soon as that happens, it's going to be a knock-on effect. Then Swansea are going to go and sign a couple of players. Like I said, Nacer Chadli, but here they want to make him the main player, put him in that cam role and that, so build a team around him. Be a very good signing. I do like him a lot. quite surprised he actually went to West Brom last season. Thought he would actually went to a bigger club, leaving Spurs, but he done really well in the first season with West Brom, and they actually had a very good season. So I would be a little bit dicey where I would want to leave West Brom and go to Swansea. All depends what sort of player he is actually. If he's like money hungry or stuff like that, it might offer him better wages and stuff like that and go there, but I honestly think West Brom is a much better team than what Swansea would give him. So my personal view I would say it at where you are. So sticking with the West Brom theme, they are actually apparently after Gareth Barry from Everton. Now they want to get someone a little bit experienced in the centre midfield, because obviously Dan Fletcher's gone. He has gone to Stoke, in case you didn't know that, on a free transfer. His contract ran up and he went to them. So apparently Tony Pulis wants to get someone in with a little bit of experience in that midfield. Personally, I wouldn't go for Gareth Barry. What is he, 35 now? I don't really think he is a Premiership player anymore. He'll do a job for you, but I wouldn't really want to rely on him. Seeing if they got players like Yak off there, Livermore, James Morrison, they're all much better than Gareth Barry, and they're all in their 30s apart from Jake Livermore. So I don't really see why they would really want to go for him. Not really sure if this is actually going to happen or not, but like I said, this is all rumours, so this is what the whole thing is based on, just rumours going around with actual players. So yeah, personally I don't think this is going to happen. I think Everton want to get rid of him because obviously his age and that, and apparently he's on big money there as well from when Roberto Martinez I think signed him. So yeah, he's on big money there, and I think they want him off their wage bill, to be honest. So yeah, I don't think this one's going to happen, but apparently West Brom are after him. I hope it doesn't happen, to be honest. So next one we're going to go with is going to be Demarai Gray. Obviously played for Leicester. Now there has been rumours that he wants to leave the club and go and play first team football. I can't really blame him, to be honest. I know he's still quite a young player. I think he's like 20, 21. I know he's still a youngster, but as someone of his talent, he should be playing a lot more than what he is with Leicester. I thought when they signed him, he's going to be playing near enough every week. And you can see when he plays games, obviously he's not the finished article yet. He's still learning the game really, but you can see when he does come on, he's lightning quick and he creates chances. He's just involved in everything that Leicester do when he comes on. He's a great player. I do like him a lot. Like I said, he is only a youngster, so maybe it would be worth him going somewhere else, or maybe even just staying with him. It's tricky when this one at that age. He's one of these tricky players. He's a little like Mahrez, to be honest, at Leicester. He's quick. He's a tricky player, like I said. He's good with his dribbling and whatever. He's got a hell of a shot on him as well. When he catches the ball right, he's got one hell of a strike. If you did see the one where Leicester played Man United away, and he scored that goal from the edge of the box, top corner, and that's what he can do when he actually gets a chance to actually play games and he gets to run in the team. He'll show you how good he really is. There are rumours that Bournemouth are after him. They did have a bid rejected for 20 million apparently last week. Apparently they want to go in for a higher offer now, see if they can get him or something like that. But then Eddie Howe did say that he didn't actually make a bid for him. So whether that is just paper talk, it'd be interesting to see if they do actually go for another bid if they have. But yeah, it's a great player. If Bournemouth do get him, he will get game time there and he'll play near enough every game. So if I was him, I would probably go, seeing as a stable club, Bournemouth, and he's going to get game time, like I said, it would be a pretty good move for him. And 20 million would be, I think if you look over what all the transfers are going for at the moment, they'd be a good signing for about 20 million. So that'll be one to keep an eye on. So we're going to look at a striker now, and it's going to be Luke de Jong from PSV. There are reports that Crystal Palace want to sign him. Obviously with Frank de Boer going to Crystal Palace, he seems to be bringing a lot of Dutch players with him. Obviously Fosu Mensah, like I've said a couple of times. He has bought this youngster from Ajax as well, centre back. Can't really remember his name if I'm being completely honest. They signed him for about 8 million. And obviously we're going to go for Luke de Jong now. Now if you haven't seen Luke de Jong, he did play for about 6 months for Newcastle. I think it was about 3 years ago, I want to say. Don't quote me on that, but I think it was about 3 years ago. Maybe 2 at the very least. He didn't really hit it off with Newcastle. He didn't play well at all for him. He didn't actually get a goal. I think he played about 12 games, didn't get 1 goal. But when he moved back to PSV, or back into the Dutch league, he actually scored quite a lot of goals on a regular basis for him. I think he got like 20 odd goals this season and the same last season. So there's got to be something there in him that he's going to get goals through, but like I said, when he did play for Newcastle, he didn't get goals at all. So there are reports that Hanover are after him as well, so it'd be interesting to see whether he does want to go to Hanover or if he does want to come to the Premiership again, try and prove himself, obviously link up with Frank de Boer. So that is one to keep an eye on as well. So the final player we're going to go with is going to be Manuel Lanzini. Now he does play for West Ham, and apparently there's going to be a knock-on effect as well. Obviously with Neymar going to PSG, Barcelona are looking for a replacement and they're going to be going for Coutinho, it looks like. So apparently if Coutinho does go, then their first choice for Liverpool is going to be Lanzini. Not a bad replacement, to be honest. I don't think he's as good as Coutinho is, or I don't think he will actually get to his level either, but he'd be a very good replacement for him. So what is he? He's 23 now, 24. Pretty good player. He's had 2 years over with West Ham. Obviously first year was alone. Signed him on a permit last season. He looked pretty good. He's actually stepped up a bit when Payet left, so he's kind of like the main player there. So it'd be a decent player for you if you do sell him, but probably with the market what's looking like now, and if Coutinho does go, and they're saying it's going to be like 100 million, something like that, then West Ham are probably going to pump the price up because they're not going to want to sell him, to be honest. He's one of their main players, so if you are going to be going for him, it's going to be like 60 million plus, I would think. They would probably ask just to kind of like steer you off from trying to get him. But if you are going to go after him, they're going to have to pay big money for him, so that's what I think will happen if you do actually go for him and Coutinho does go. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see if that one does happen. Obviously it all depends if Coutinho goes. If Coutinho doesn't go anywhere, then Lanzini will be staying at West Ham. So guys, that is going to be it for the transfer rumour update for this week. Like I said, I'm going to maybe do 2 a week now, running up to obviously the end of the month and the transfer window shutting. So what I might do is just the one this week, and then next week I might do a Monday one and a Sunday one, like I said. Or if I do a Tuesday upload like I am this week, I might do one on a Saturday, maybe. Or I might even do it on a Friday again. We'll see what happens with it, really. As soon as the transfer window shuts, I'll do one roundup. I won't be doing big ones, like big name players. I won't be doing like Lukaku, Morata, Matic. I won't be doing stuff like that. I'll try and do like obscure ones like I'm trying to do with transfer rumours. So let me know whether you want me to do like a championship roundup or if you want me to do like a European one, because there's quite a lot of things happening in Europe so far. Obviously like the likes of AC Milan, Inter Milan having a lot of money. Obviously Barcelona now having a lot of money. So like I said, that is going to be it for today's transfer rumour update. I'll either see you in a week or next week. So I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope you all enjoy your weekend watching the Premiership coming back. Be interesting to see what happens in this Premier League season with all the money being spent on all the names. So be interesting to see what happens in the Premiership. And yeah, I will see you either in a week or next week with another transfer rumour update, or I'll see you in one of my live streams or other videos. But yeah, I will see you soon. See ya.